Left Wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
On February 2nd, 2024, we lost one of the most recognized talents in film, Carl Weathers. Although he played many roles in his career, most people know him for playing the charismatic, flamboyant, and formidable Apollo Creed in the Rocky series. So Apollo was just a character. Apollo wasn't just a character. He was a cultural phenomenon. Wanda, how did Carl Weathers use Apollo Creed to defy racial stereotypes and expectations?
Well, he went beyond the stereotypes. That was good. He was a black athlete, so he had a complex characterization of himself. So you saw an articulate, a wealthy, a successful, charismatic, intelligent, and shrewd individual. And you didn't see that in the sports at that time, I want to say, of a black man. It was in a white sport. So, and he was dominating. So I definitely want to say that. So you saw that, like that mentorship. And yes, we had the black and white kind of dynamic there. But he showed, he didn't have to be the thug. Right. I'm the mentor. I'm who you want to be, so it just shed some great light on the black man.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of great things about Carl Weathers, man. One of my favorite actors. And Apollo Creed, we'll talk towards that a little bit. Apollo Creed, I mean, all the things that you said on it, man. But, I mean, I think when the Rocky movies came out, there's no Rocky without Apollo Creed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really did a magnificent role on that. And like you said, from my aspect, especially back then when there wasn't a lot of black represented in movies, man, he really stood out and made us proud that he did that role. But the Apollo Creed role and all the Rockies, even all the way up to the one that he died, I think it was Rocky 3 is when he passed away. Because Rocky 2, he came back.
Yeah, and Rocky 3
and because he beat him in he beat Rocky in the first one, and then Rocky won in the second one. But made that whole timeline to the point now his legacy is ran through Creed with Michael B. Jordan now. You know what I'm saying? And it's keeping the Rocky thing going. So big contribution there. A role that he did that a lot of people probably forget about is Chubbs in Happy Gilmore. I don't remember that one. That was a funny role and a good role that he did. I just want to bring up something that people probably don't remember. And then one of my favorites is in the Mandalorian. That he did, you know what I'm saying? So big time dude with a long career, did a lot of great things, acting, and like I said, man, just a big loss for us this past month.
Yeah, he was a huge loss, man. And before we move on to the next person, I do want to bring up two things that I admired about Apollo Creed. And the first one is you have to think about the context of the movie Rocky. It was like the great white hope versus the black guy. And not to say like this is just one of the things that America is kind of like always loved, having that great white hope, like Larry Bird and whatever. You got a white guy that can excel in something that black people excel at, they're looking forward to seeing that next great white person to take over. And not to say that Sylvester Stallone was trying to do anything negative with it, because I don't think he was. No, but it's just a story that resonates with people. And he was basically the bad guy. But to your point, Walanda, articulate, flamboyant, smart, charismatic, all of those things. He was like the personification of Muhammad Ali on film. Yeah. Right. He was like Ali, except he was even more like, I don't even know if you can say more flamboyant, but you know what I'm saying? That's who he was to us at that time. He was like, oh shit, this dude is like a Muhammad Ali, but you know what I'm saying? Like, cause Muhammad Ali, smart, strong-willed, stood on his convictions, things like that. And that's what he was to me when I think about that. And then when you brought up Creed, the crazy thing about Apollo, like they stopped doing Rocky movies. They doing Creed movies though. And Michael B. Jordan is now taking on the reins, and he is addressing some of the issues and struggles that are happening in our contemporary times through the Creed movies. You know what I'm saying? And also paying homage to Apollo Creed at the same time, showing how he is taking on the torch and leading the way as an actor and also as Creed in those movies. So great stuff from there. I mean, Apollo Creed is a character that's going to live on forever, man.